restaurant quality meal. Hello, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, my name is Carolina. I'm a holistic health coach here on YouTube, sharing content around healthy lifestyle, wellness, self-care, and mindset. And I'm so grateful you're watching today's video. Today, I'm gonna be taking you guys through a week of lunches, showing you recipes that are both flavorful and healthy. Because in my world, living a healthy life and prioritizing your nutrition should be fun and should taste good and be something that you look forward to and that brings you joy. Because when that's the case, you're way more likely to be consistent and to want to show up for that habit. So hopefully from this video, you'll get some meal inspiration and just recipe ideas that you can start implementing into your life. Even though they're gonna be lunch recipes, you can also obviously use them as dinner recipes. As with all of my recipe videos, you can find a link in the description that will take you to a post on my Substack. I'll have all of the recipes outlined and a grocery list with everything that you would need to recreate any of these recipes at home. Also, if you guys are not yet subscribed to me on Substack, that is such an amazing platform where I update my recipe archive every single week. They get sent to your inbox. You can be a free or a paid subscriber, but that's really where I've been pouring a lot of my effort in this past year. So if you guys are not yet subscribed, it's also just an amazing app that you can have on your phone. There's so many good publications that are found on there. So highly recommend that you check that out. And with all of that said, let's jump into the video, starting with recipe number 1. Today, what we're gonna be doing is probably my favorite healthy eating hack for someone who's busy and wants to cook a meal that's healthy but low effort. And it is what I like to call an easy cleanup meal. Essentially, all that you need is a cutting board, a baking tray, and then some parchment paper or aluminum foil. And then you will pick one protein, one veggie, and one starchy carb. Throw it all on the sheet pan with seasonings, pop it in the oven or air fryer, and you have a balanced, easy meal that comes together really fast. My oven actually has an air fryer setting, so I always do that because it's faster, but baking doesn't take that much longer. So that's what we're gonna do. For today's ingredients, we're gonna do butternut squash, chicken sausage, super easy for this specific type of meal, and asparagus. And I'm also gonna throw in a little bit of onion because I just love onion when it's baked or roasted. I'm going to wash my asparagus. Pat it dry. The trick that I learned from my friend Alia is that with asparagus, you wanna just like break it off wherever it naturally breaks. So that takes out the part that's like really fibrous and hard to like chew from the asparagus. So it's gonna make it smaller, but it will definitely make your life better. And now we just have to cut the chicken sausage. And I'm also using butternut squash that's already cut, which saves me time. Olive oil spray. Garlic powder. Pepper. Paprika. Mainly just on the veggies. I have some leftover thyme, so I'm gonna put this on too before it goes bad. And then you massage the seasonings in. Make sure to really coat it with your hands. Prep time, 9 minutes. This is now going in the oven. Boom. Air fryer for 20 minutes. While that's going, I'm gonna quickly clean up. You'll see it's barely anything. Have the plastic. Just gotta wipe this down. Rinse off this baking tray. I ended up extending to 25 minutes because it wasn't fully ready at 20 minutes. Like the squash was still a little harder. So I'm gonna take it out of the oven now, put together the bowls, and it's gonna be so good. Look at that. Bonus part is that for cooking just for Pedro and I, we have all of these leftover veggies which could make for another meal. So we just store this in a container, throw away the parchment paper, and that's all you have to do to clean up. I like making this little hummus sauce. I just mix 1 tablespoon of hummus with lemon juice to add a little something something. All right, we have our delicious meal, some cozy roasted vegetables with a little fall twist. Taste testing, a little onion, a little sausage, a little butternut squash. Mmm. That's insane. That's so good. A little asparagus in there. Wow, this combo turned out so good. For today's recipe, we're gonna be making some citrus turkey rice bowls. And the recipe that we're gonna be making today is actually a HelloFresh meal. So thank you so much to HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video. If you guys aren't familiar with HelloFresh, they basically make mealtime easier by sending you the ingredients for different meals with a little recipe card delivered straight to your door. Today we're gonna be making some citrus turkey bowls. Looks really appealing to me. We have a base of a kind of like spicy rice with some ground turkey and peppers and some pickled onion. I'm very excited to have my ingredients here, the ground turkey. We're gonna get straight to work. Gorgeous. Here's the finished product. Wow, this looks beautiful and flavorful. I added a little bit of butter to the rice, and the rice also has this like Southwest seasoning blend in it, which is such a nice like flavor twist to just like regular rice. We got the turkey mixed with peppers and onions, some pickled onions on top, cilantro, little crema. Wow. Oh my god. Let's do a taste test. First bite. That looks beautiful. Cheers. Wow. Literally a 10 out of 10. Wow. My god. The rice is also so good. Something that I also really like about HelloFresh is that they have literally so many options. This is one of their higher protein options, which I love. And for anyone who likes knowing macros, they include that also in the recipes. This was super easy to put together. From start to finish, it took me 30 minutes. It's very flavorful. There's a ton of high protein, veggie filled options. It's like a healthy portion size, which keeps me aligned with my goals. If you're someone that's still kind of like learning to cook, it's really nice because they give you these little recipe cards. So it's super easy to follow along. Wow. I literally can't get over how good this tastes. Thank you again to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video, and you can take advantage of the new HelloFresh by using my code at HelloFresh.com to get 10 free meals and free breakfast for life. I'll have the code here on screen. You'll get 1 free meal per box with an active subscription. Free meals are applied as a discount on the first box for new and returning subscribers only, and it can vary by plan. But yeah, let this be your sign to sign up today. If you're trying to learn how to cook and become more comfortable in the kitchen, you can scan the QR code or use the code that I'll have here on screen at HelloFresh.com. Cheers to that. Today Today we're gonna be making a crunchy salad with chicken, and our key ingredient is going to be fennel. Fennel is in season right now for the fall, so I wanted to incorporate it into one of the recipes. So I got this from the farmer's market, and then I'm also gonna add in some cabbage, a green apple, some fresh dill, a zesty citrusy dressing, and then we're gonna make a little bit of grilled chicken to go with it. You could also use rotisserie chicken, or to save the most time, you could meal prep chicken, have it ready to go in your fridge. I'm gonna basically prep this whole pack, so I'm gonna use the leftover chicken from this recipe for tomorrow's lunch. That's what's going down. It's gonna be super delicious. The reason I'm really excited to make this too, and I think this will be a game changer for the recipe, is I got a mandolin finally. This is from Amazon, $20. The mandolin just basically helps you cut things and slice them super thinly. So I am excited to use this for the recipe. For the cabbage, I'm gonna peel this outer layer, cut off this bottom stem, and then I'm gonna cut around this like big stem in the bottom. Here we have our fennel cabbage salad. Looks so good. Topped it with a little bit of Parmesan. Has a yummy, high protein, really simple dressing. Super fresh and delicious. And then we have our grilled chicken. And now it's time to put it all together. This is seriously, in my eyes, a restaurant quality meal. This salad is so yummy. Literally so good. Perfectly crunchy. This delicious grilled chicken turned out so good. Wow. You guys might have watched my Mallorca travel vlog. If you guys haven't, you should watch it. But when I was there, I had a really, really good fennel salad at a restaurant that we ate at called Camino, I think. And I literally couldn't have enough of that salad. So I'm excited to start playing around more with the mandolin, with certain fun ingredients like fennel, see what I can create, but really happy with how this turned out. We're gonna be making a yummy quinoa salad, and this recipe is actually gonna be a to-go lunch option, or like a meal preppable lunch option. It's 7:30 a.m. right now. I'm leaving for an event at 8:30, and I'm planning to just like stay out of the house most of the day up until after lunch to work with my friend at a coffee shop after the event. So I wanna pack a lunch to bring with me. So if you're someone that wants to save time and just prep something yummy to have on a busy day, you could make this the night before, you could make this in the morning like I'm about to, or you could make this recipe in the moment if you want. So let's do it. I'm gonna start by boiling some water, putting the quinoa in there and cooking it for 15 minutes. And while that's rolling, I'll prep the mix-ins. And I'm also gonna use the chicken that I made yesterday. So in terms of protein, I'm good to go and I don't have to worry about that right now, which is gonna cut down my prep time a lot. So pro tip, if you're someone that wants to eat healthy and also hit your protein goals, something that you could do on a Sunday that's like the easiest baseline meal prep you could do is just prepping your protein. So like making some grilled chicken, making some ground beef, turkey meatballs, something like that. Having chicken sausage to go in your fridge, buying some rotisserie chicken. These are all really easy ideas. Let's get to work because we want to be time efficient. This is how much quinoa I have left, so I'm gonna measure it out to see how much I have. I think I have half a cup, but it might be a little more. No, exactly half a cup. For half a cup of quinoa, you bring 1 cup of water to a boil. What I'll do is I'll bring already hot water from the sink. 1 cup of water, and let's bring this to a boil. For mix-ins, something that will save you a lot of time, getting frozen organic broccoli and frozen peas, and then I just defrost this in the microwave, which is super quick. Two minutes in the microwave and the water is already boiling, so let's add in the quinoa. Simmer and cover. Timer 15 minutes. Peas are done. Now we put this in. Okay, almost everything is ready. Chopped my chicken in. Also, I'm gonna use some of the onions from Monday. I have my veggies, and then I also have some shredded carrots. And the quinoa has 3 minutes left to go. And this whole time, I also cooked myself breakfast, which I'm gonna have in just a second. And then the last step before we put everything together in a to-go container is I'm gonna put this in the food processor to kind of make it into, like, instead of broccoli rice, it's broccoli quinoa. And I think I'm gonna put a little bit of the carrots in there too, instead of just putting the whole carrots in the quinoa salad. I'm gonna put just a little bit of seasonings, just a drizzle of olive oil, a smidge of salt, garlic powder. The quinoa is ready. Half a cup of quinoa, veggie mix, onion, chicken. I'm gonna take olive oil spray and I'm just gonna some salt again. Shake this up together. Voila! Look at that. That looks delicious. And there we have it. This is ready to go. I actually just gave it a little taste test. It's so good. You could also put like a little bit of hot sauce, or then if you have it on hand, a little bit of pesto. I don't have some, but if I had it, I would have put it like 1 tablespoon or half a tablespoon to mix it with it. So easy. This came together in literally 15 minutes. So such a good, healthy, easy, meal preppable lunch or dinner idea. I'm gonna put this in my bag and I will have it later. Our next recipe is going to be a really easy salmon salad. I basically just defrosted some sockeye salmon and seasoned it how I always do, with olive oil spray, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder. Popped it in the oven for 8 minutes at 400 Fahrenheit. You can either air fry it or bake it. And then once the salmon was ready, I took off the skin and then just kind of used a fork to create these tiny little pieces. And while the salmon was going, I prepped the rest of the ingredients, which was so fast. It took me like 3 minutes. I chopped about 1/4 of a cucumber. And now I have a cup of thinly chopped cucumber, washed and chopped 1/8 cup of dill, and then washed and chopped a 1/2 cup of green onion, which was about 3 to 4 little stems. Now we're gonna combine all of that with a little bit of Greek yogurt, lemon, and seasonings, and then we're gonna have a really yummy, high protein salad. You could have it on its own, you could have it with rice, you can have it on top of toast, and it's gonna be so good. And there we have our beautiful salmon salad. This came together so fast. Honestly, the longest part of this recipe is defrosting the salmon because I buy frozen sockeye salmon. Once it's defrosted and your oven is preheated and you just put the salmon in the oven, chop up everything while the salmon is roasting. And then while the salmon cools off, start putting everything together, put the salmon in last, mix it up, and it's ready. You could eat this on its own, but I'm actually gonna put it on top of some bread. I feel like it also would be really good paired with a little bit of rice. This is also something that could be really easy meal preppable lunch, like if you make it in the morning before you leave for work. But say it's not something I would prep ahead of time because I feel like it would just get soggy and like the salmon wouldn't taste as good as it does like fresh out of the oven that day. But it's so quick. I'm gonna do a little taste test of this salad on its own. I personally don't love like tuna salad and stuff, so this is kind of like an alternative that I honestly really like, and I think it's also super easy. Okay, cheers. Literally so good. I'm not even gonna eat anymore because I want to put this on top of bread. So let's make some toast. Gorgeous. This is seriously so good. I'm actually shocked. I like it with the bread, but to be honest, I even like it almost more just eating it by itself. It's super crunchy, packed with protein, minimal ingredients. It's herby. It's honestly delicious. I love it. So many different ways you could eat this. You can do toast, you could do lettuce wraps. Yum. Alright you guys, that is it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope that it inspired you and left you with some new meal ideas to add into your weekly menus, and hopefully also showed you that eating healthy can taste good, it can be fun, it can be flavorful, it can be something that adds to your life. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you can check out my Substack for more meal ideas that are updated weekly. You can subscribe for free, or you could become a paid subscriber, and with that you get access to my full recipe archive and exclusive resources that I share. There will be a link in the description with the full recipe outline and grocery list for everything that I made. If you stuck around until the very end, I appreciate you. I'm so happy you're here. And if you're not yet subscribed and you like my vibe, let's be YouTube friends. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next week with another video. And until then, I hope you have an amazing rest of your week.